Man, have you ever watched a stock just absolutely rocket upward and you feel that painful sting of missing out? You know the feeling. You're just hoping for a second chance to jump in before it takes off again. We've all been there. You see the chart go totally vertical and you think, well, the train has completely left the station. But what if I told you the market actually builds a perfectly designed second boarding platform?
Seriously, if you missed that first massive surge, do not panic. The pattern we're breaking down in today's explainer is exactly that second chance you're looking for. It is literally the secret weapon of seasoned investors, and it's called the flat base. By the end of our time together today, you're going to know exactly how to spot it, how to trade it, and most importantly, how to profit from it.
All right, so here's our roadmap for today. 1. The second stage stepping stone. 2. Uncovering the institutional footprint. 3. Surviving the slow grind. 4. Your flat base checklist. And finally, number 5, real-world breakout examples.
Okay, let's dive right into section 1, the second stage stepping stone. So, to really understand the flat base, you got to realize that even the biggest winning stocks don't just go up in a straight line forever, right? They need to catch their breath. The best stocks actually form these sort of stepping stones as they make their huge historical runs. A stock breaks out from a primary pattern, say a cup with handle or double bottom. It makes a really nice gain, and then it just pulls back slightly into a rest period before it resumes climbing. Because this rest happens after an initial breakout, the flat base is known in the trading world as a second stage base. Think of it as the market offering you another solid opportunity to start a brand new position or just add shares to one you already have. Moving right along to section 2, uncovering the institutional footprint. Have you ever wondered why a stock suddenly just stops climbing and moves sideways in this really tight, almost mind-numbingly boring range? Let me tell you, it is absolutely not an accident. There is a massive, quiet operation happening right below the surface. See, when institutional investors, we're talking the heavy hitters here, the mutual funds, the big hedge funds, when they want to take a position, they can't just log into an app on their phone and hit buy. They need tens of thousands, sometimes literally millions of shares. If they bought all of that at once, they'd drive the price up drastically and completely wreck their own average cost. So, to avoid that, they accumulate stealthily. They buy within a very tightly controlled price range. And that brings us to this really cool concept called digesting gains. Basically, a flat base usually forms after a stock has already run up at least 20%. It then just trades essentially sideways. Now, this sideways action, that is the smart money hiding their massive footprints right in plain sight. It's a much milder decline than what you'd see in other chart patterns. It rarely dips more than 15%. The price action just remains tight. So when you see a tight sideways channel after a big 20% run, you are literally watching institutions pack their bags for the next big leg up. All right, part 3, surviving the slow grind. Now, make no mistake, waiting for that next leg up requires some serious mental discipline. A flat base is basically a zone of intense psychological warfare. Look, every pattern has its own way of shaking out weak money before the real move happens, right? A cup with handle, for example, uses a sharp, frightening sell-off. A double bottom uses a terrifying undercut. But the flat base? It uses sheer boredom. The flat base shakeout is just a slow, exhausting grind. The weaker, less committed retail investors simply get worn out by the indecisive, sideways, day-after-day chop. And right when they finally lose their patience and sell, boom, the institutions absorb those exact shares, making the stock light enough to finally launch. Which brings us to section 4, your flat base checklist. Look, we don't just guess in this explainer, we follow the math. Rule number 1 is 30%. Before true flat base can even exist, you absolutely must see a prior uptrend of 30% or more. Remember, we said this is a second stage base. The stock has to have proven its strength first. If there's no 30% prior uptrend, simple, it's not a flat base.
Rule number 2, 15%. That's your maximum allowable base depth. Remember, this is supposed to be a rest, not a market crash. The stock should not pull back more than 15% from its absolute highest point in the base. If it drops 20 or 25%, well, it's broken support, and it's officially disqualified as a flat base.
Rule number 3 is the number 5, specifically at least 5 weeks. That is the absolute minimum time requirement for a flat base to form properly. And you got to remember to count the very first down week as week number 1. The institutions need time to accumulate, right? So 5 weeks is the bare minimum for that slow grind shakeout to really do its job. And finally, rule number 4,
40 to 50%. Now, this is where things get really exciting. On the exact day the stock breaks out of its flat base ceiling, you must see explosive volume. We're talking at least 40 to 50% above the average daily volume. This massive volume is the absolute conviction you need. It proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the big institutions are aggressively stepping in and demanding shares at higher prices.
So let's lock in this master checklist real quick. Prior uptrend of 30% plus, base depth of 15% or less, a minimum of 5 weeks in duration, buy within 5% of the pivot point, and demand breakout volume that is 40 to 50% above average. Seriously, mentally screenshot this checklist right now. This is your ultimate filter for finding genuine second stage winners.
Okay, let's wrap this up with Section 5, real-world breakout examples.
All right, time to put on our detective hats and look at the real deal. When we look at a weekly chart for a stock like CG Power, you can really see the staggering repeating nature of this pattern. First, we get that initial massive run-up. Then, look at how the stock trades sideways, just grinding and boring the weak hands to death, but keeping it in incredibly shallow base depth. And then, boom, it totally shatters the ceiling. Those massive volume spikes at the bottom, that is institutional money screaming, "We want more!" It rockets up only to form another flat base and do the exact same thing all over again. It is literally a staircase of wealth.
But hey, quick heads up, here is a super critical warning about execution. That breakout line is your pivot points. Your ideal buy range is from that pivot point up to a maximum of 5% above it. This is your 5% ceiling. You always buy as close to that pivot as possible. If the stock gaps up and suddenly it's 8 or 10% above the breakout line, you gotta let it go. You do not chase it. You wait for the next stepping stone. Discipline is what actually protects your capital in this game.
So I want to leave you with this final thought today. Are there hidden flat bases resting quietly in your portfolio right this very second? Are your big winners just digesting their gains, wearing out the impatient money while the big institutions quietly load up for the next explosive move? Take these rules we talked about today, pull up your charts, and start hunting for that 5-week slow grind. Because knowing when a stock is just taking a breath could literally be the key to catching the biggest ride of your life. Keep your eyes sharp, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.